Hey, Scruffy. Kind of quiet again, huh? That's a little better. So I have, let's see, your hearty cuts with real turkey and gravy, and kibble and earth. Okay. So, walk past you. Let's get the food on the table. Alright, you're already moving over, huh? Uh-oh. Oh god, I dropped the food. So I think I scared the heck out of Scruffy. So yeah, to get the food on the table correctly so it tipped over. So I'm trying to get it back into the bowl now. Made a mess. So it's hiding. Noise. So it's directly behind me. Clean up the food. Good mess. I'm sure Scruffy's gonna be licking the boards later. Okay, so I'm trying to get the glove on. Sorry, Scruffy, didn't mean to scare you. But I think he needs to get more used to random events because everything terrifies him. So I think I need to get him acclimated to movements and noise and other things because he's too easily terrified. So he probably smells the gravy that's on the deck. So there's a little bit of kibble that got stuck between the boards of the deck. So it warmed up a little today. It's not miserably hot or anything, but yeah, it is warmer. The actual ambient temperature, it's warm, but it's not bad. But yeah, the sun intensity is actually pretty strong today. So if you're just out in the sun, it feels really hot. But if you're just in any area that's not getting direct sunlight, it's just warm. It's not hot, uncomfortably hot. So I decided not to go for a run today, but instead I'd go for a bike ride, but I was going to run errands on my bike ride. So the two big things on my list today were, one, go to the post office to mail graduation card, because yeah, the card I bought had a little footnote that said requires extra postage or something like that. So it's a little too heavy, I think, for standard stamp. And I didn't know how much it actually cost. I thought about just putting 2 stamps on it and hoping that's good enough, but on one hand I was thinking, well, if it's not enough, then yeah, the card's going to get sent back, and that's no good. And then if I'm completely overpaying, I have no idea. So I thought, yeah, I probably should find out what this actually costs. So I should stop at the post office and actually get a proper get the proper amount. And then the other thing I want to do is go to the pharmacy because I need more of those corn pads. So the problem I had was, I think when I bought the corn pads, I tried getting them at Target and they were sold out. So again, just inventory problems across the board. Everything was just sold out. And I ended up going to it was a Walgreens, and they had some, but yeah, they were also very low stock. But they were more expensive than Target. But of course, they actually had some in stock, so I needed them, so I bought them. So when I went, today, so I mapped out so I was trying to map out a route that would take me to the park that I normally bike at, but I also wanted to hit the post office, and I also wanted to hit pharmacy. So I decided for today, the best route would be it would take me to so it's actually a different post office I normally go to, and then it would take me to CVS. So to jump to the CVS story, or part of it anyway, was they had the pads, but they were, I think, a little over $6 a pack, and I think Target was like closer to, I think it was under $2 a pack. So that's a big price difference. And I think Walgreens was $3 or $4 a pack. So yeah, CVS was by far way more expensive, and I was very tempted to just leave and then either try Target again or go back to Walgreens. Problem is, my route today, it was really the complete opposite direction. So it would be a considerable ride to go all the way over, basically to backtrack and then go the opposite direction to where either Target or Walgreens is for me. And it was already kind of getting late, and it was actually still hot from the sun because there was no cover. It's just getting direct sun, so I was feeling pretty hot, and I had just finished the ride at the park. So it's like that chin rub there. And so I said that, I'm not going to get the Target or Walgreens today. I'm not going to bike all the way there. And I kind of need them. I actually needed them yesterday, and I've been trying to make do without them last night by using apple cider vinegar. But the apple cider vinegar, it's really messy, and I'm having a hard time keeping so I've been using Band-Aids to secure it, and the bandages aren't holding. And then the other problem I had with the apple cider vinegar was I think it's actually kind of working, though I don't think it works as good as the actual medicated pads you can just buy. But the other problem I'm having with the apple cider vinegar is it's actually taking off too much skin. So it's working, but it's basically hitting a much bigger area than I actually need to target, and it's kind of starting to peel like the entire area, not just the area I'm targeting. And so it's not a great solution. So I sucked it up and said, okay, I'm gonna buy them here. They got me. Convenience won out, and it's the other problem with shortages. So So particularly in Target's case, where you can't even get them, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter if they're selling them for $1.50 or whatever it was. If they're not in stock, you can't actually buy them. So that $1.50 could be, free, and it doesn't matter. You don't actually get the price because they don't have the item. So Walgreens may have been the better solution, but again, I wasn't going to make it over there. And actually, I think I actually bought the last one when I was at Walgreens. So I don't know if they had restocked or not, but CVS had them. So okay, let's get Scruffy. You have food. There's a fly in the food already. Okay, Scruffy, I'm gonna put the food down on the. Why are you hissing at me? So yeah, I pulled up the food because I didn't like being hissed at. I was hoping he'd meow, but as an apology. Oh well, I guess I should cut him some slack since I dropped the food today. So, I don't know if I saw Scruffy on the table today. I actually did see Scruffy, I think late this morning, sleeping near where I put the water bowl. He was kind of sprawled out. Yeah, he was there all the way through lunch. So I checked the window at lunchtime and saw he was still sprawled out sleeping. He looked really comfortable, so I debated whether I was going to bring out the water. And I said, well, I guess I should. And so the moment I opened the blinds, he was actually up. So I don't know if it was just coincidental timing or if he noticed the blinds immediately as I was opening them. But yeah, he was sitting up. So I came out, he backed away, and we played the waiting game. And I think I waited about 2 minutes, and I gave up, and he won. So he still doesn't want to approach the water bowl when I'm close. So let's see. So also on my trip, so yeah, as I mentioned, I went to the post office, and yeah, so it cost 88 cents the mail. So I forgot what a stamp is worth now. So 58 cents. So yeah, 2 stamps would have been too much. But 2 stamps would have covered it. I remember I bought, a long time ago, I think I bought some stamps for postcards. And I never used them all up. And so it took me, I was using them over a very long period of time. So whenever I think I did need a little bit extra postage, instead of grabbing a full regular stamp, I'd grab one of those extra postage or the postcard stamps, and I figure, yeah, this is probably enough to cover the difference. I think now, yeah, inflation and time is advanced so far that, yeah, that one of those stamps would not have covered this. I don't know if I think I used up those stamps finally. I can't remember. I might still have like 2 or something. I can't remember. I didn't check. I moved everything around, and I haven't been using a lot of stuff recently, so I'm forgetting like where I put everything. But I guess it was good to know. So for future reference, I'll know roughly how much things cost. I think this was a like 1.1 or 1.2 ounce envelope. So I think regular postage covers, I think, 1 ounce, up to 1 ounce. So that extra 0.1, 0.2 ounces brought it up to 88 cents. So I'll try to remember that piece of trivia for next time. And let's see. Also, yeah, CVS, so I got in line and for the checkout, and the person at the register said, "Oh, the self-service lines are open," and I said, "Yeah, I guess I could do self-service. I don't really need anyone to help me check out." So I go to the self-service thing, and because these corn pad things are like really light, the system tells you to put so every time you scan an item, you're supposed to put the item on on the scale or whatever. And because these things were so light, they weren't registering, and I bought multiple ones of these things, and so basically the machine kept telling me, place the item on the pad or whatever, in the bagging area or whatever, and I did, and I even pushed down on it to try to get the machine to recognize that I put the thing on, but it wouldn't take, and so then the machine kept going into call attendant mode, and so the attendant had to keep coming back. But the person was helping a person check out, so it actually took me a really long time to check out because I had multiple ones of these things, and I told the person I had multiple ones of these things, but that person didn't want to wait for me to scan them all. So I should have just stayed in line and did the balls for Scruffy. Should have just stayed in line and had them check me out instead of going to the self-service thing because it took longer. Stupid system. So yeah, my experience at CVS wasn't a pleasant one. In general, I haven't had very pleasant experiences with CVS. Not sure what it is, but there always seems to be something that just doesn't go smoothly with CVS. Whether it's the price or the service or the checkout or the lines. Every time I go there, I always get a bad feeling. I don't really like going there because of it. The irony is one of the newsletters I read on investing has rated CVS as a good long-term investment, and I'm like, really? I've been looking at the financials, and I see their point, but I can't make the connection of like, how come my service is so bad when their financials are good? Why do people keep shopping there? Why do I keep shopping there? And the truth is, I go to Target and Walgreens first, so go figure. Okay, I think Scruffy's done, so I'm gonna get up here and go in. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.